request Mr. Aman Kajaria, Senior Director and Head NBFC, Skit AI, to kindly present on the topic, The Future is Here, Transforming Collections in NBFCs with Voice AI. Please, sir.
I think that was one of the most engaging sessions, at least, that I've come across. And the context that I was supposed to carry, I think, has been set. NBFCs are a collection company, right? And today we're going to be talking about, some technologies that we sort of enable these NBFCs with to solve this humongous problem. So I'm sure collections is a process all of us did, and I'm sure you would have, if you're interacting with NBFCs or if you're a part of NBFCs, you would have seen some of these slides very often. You would have heard about, pre-dues, bucket X, bucket 1, bucket 2, very often, right? And what are the challenges in collections? I mean, just to sort of, summarize in maybe 2 or 3 sentences, the scale at which you can collect money is a challenge. The cost of collection is a challenge. Hiring, managing, scaling up, scaling down, firing agents are a challenge. And then connecting with the customers in the language that they prefer, at the time that they prefer, sort of just personalizing all the collection campaigns to the customers becomes a bit of a challenge. So for a minute, I'm just going to park this challenge here, and I'm going to talk about another trend that's emerging somewhere else in the industry. Voice. What's happening with voice? Today, most of the platforms that you interact with, the likes of Amazon Alexas, your cars, your mobile phones, your IoT devices at your home are all now powered by voice. And if you look at what's happening in the global landscape, 5 out of the 5 largest technological companies today, the likes of Samsung, Apple, Microsoft, all the others, like the 5 companies, all investing in voice technologies like Google Assistants, Alexas, Siris, and so on and so forth. On that note, let me just show you a small video on one of the applications of voice AI. Can we play the video, please?
Where you been? I've been trying to call you all day.
You have reached your ex-girlfriend's line. Kindly state your inquiry.
Ex-girlfriend?
Yes, this is Neha's customer care provided by Skit AI.
AI? You're using AI to break up with me? Okay, come on, Neha, stop
I'm
this.
more effective and efficient for seamless breakups and other hard conversations.
Hard conversations? I'm great at hard conversations, okay? I'm so easy to talk to. First of all, Neha, if you break up with someone, have the decency to at least call them or send a message.
Message from Neha. It's over.
Wow.
Thank you for calling Neha. Say 1 to get back. Say 2
One,
to move on.
one.
Thought as much. You are now blocked.
Huh? Hello? You know what? They say your best friends are there for you even if your girlfriend breaks up with you using AI. Rampal, okay, you won't believe what Neha did. She breaks up with me. Guess what? Using
Hello,
AI.
you have reached your ex-best friend's line. Kindly state your inquiry. Kit, transforming customer experience with voice AI.
Who's saying that?
So yeah, that's one of the use cases of voice AI. But no, that's not what we do. Let me just play one more audio to show you what we really do for NBFCs and collections. Can we play the next audio, please?
नमस्ते, शिश बात कर रही हूँ. क्या मेरी बात विघ्नेश सावंत जी से हो रही है?
कंप्यूटराइज्ड आवाज बंद कर पहले और किससे बात कर? हेलो, किससे बात कर रहे हैं आप?
हेलो, बात कर रही हूँ. कृपया बताएं क्या मेरी बात विघ्नेश सावंत जी से हो रही है?
किससे ही हो रही है? किससे बात कर रहे हैं? अरे कोई पूरा पेमेंट कर दिया.
अच्छा, क्या मैं जान सकती हूँ आपने कब पे किया था?
4 तारीख को. सेकेंड EMI और थर्ड EMI करने का है, वो अभी अगले मंथ में, जून में.
ओके, मैं आपका पेमेंट हमारे सिस्टम में चेक कर लेती हूँ. अपडेटेड पेमेंट स्टेटस के बारे में हमारे एजेंट्स आपसे जल्द संपर्क करेंगे. अपना महत्वपूर्ण समय देने के लिए धन्यवाद.
Okay, so what you heard there was not a person, but a piece of technology or a voice AI or a voice bot, as different people call it, talking to the end user and asking them to pay the money. And if you're not comfortable with Hindi, I'll just sort of help you, I'll translate that for you. What the customer said was that he's already made the payment, and the technology then asked the customer to confirm by when he had made, and then sort of, goes to the back-end systems, fetches the information, and also, in the process would pass it back to the customer to check whether or not the payment has been received. So that's essentially what voice AI can do for a industry like NBFC or even banks and credit cards for that matter. So that's what we're doing at skid.ai. We are enabling collections and a lot of other use cases for NBFCs. Who we are a company that was born and sort of brought up in India, started from Bangalore. Very recently, we have moved into the United States. We handle close to 6 million calls every single day. We've raised about 30 million in funding from some of the premium venture capitalists out there. And while this slide slightly shows some older numbers, today our team is about 400 plus members strong. And we work with more than 50 plus enterprises. If I have to, without naming them in the interest of NDAs, 3 out of the 3 largest banks, the largest airline, the largest D2H provider, 4 out of the large 5 general insurance companies, 3 out of the large 5 life insurance companies, so on and so forth, already work with us on a various range of applications across customer service, collections, lead qualification, so on and so forth. So that's a little about us. So like I said, across the customer journey in these NBFCs or across the call centers or during any customer life cycle, right? The pre-purchase, acquisition, customer service, and retention, voice AI can today add value across the journey. It starts from, like I said, lead qualifications to welcome onboarding the customers, to you saw the demo on debt collection, to even cross-selling and upselling to your existing customers in the space. Quickly, what are some of the USPs that we stand for? We can go live in less than 2 weeks. So today, if you decide to go live with us, we come with already a marketplace system where we have integrated with some of the most common SMS, payment gateways providers, WhatsApp providers, and so on and so forth, to just give you an out-of-the-box deployment with less than 2 weeks to go live. Why is contactability important, and how do we solve for it, right? Now think about it. If the customer on that call had said that he is not available right now, and if he asked the machine on the other side to call back tomorrow at 9 in the night, right? The problem there is, one, in that language that the user prefers to speak to that enterprise, you need to arrange for those agents and arrange them for them at 9 p.m. in the night. Technically speaking, this technology can work 24 hours a day. Of course, you would not call the customers in the midnight, but then this can sort of work any time of the day. It can work in about 10 plus Indian languages and sort of, just interact with the customer at the date, time, language, and whatever personalized context that they prefer to talk on, which today is very difficult for an agent or any other sort of touch point to do. And of course, in terms of the technology, we have our in-house technology to support all of this end-to-end. These are just some metrics that I wanted to touch upon without dwelling into detail in interest of time. But we have a booth outside, and you can just come to us. We have a team there, and we'll probably take you through all of these metrics in a lot more detail. But just to give you, in fact, this is not what we're saying, but this is what the customers are saying, where 50 to 70% of their collection, again, depending on the buckets, can all be solved just using the voice AI process itself without the need for having manual agents. And okay, so you may say, Aman, okay, all of this is good, technology is good. How do we go about it? How do we sort of use it? One, of course, we can work with you to be a managed service partner and manage all of this end-to-end. But also, we give you the flexibility to do all of this end-to-end. With our DIY builder platform, you can sort of use it, build and configure these bots using drag and drop. There's a demo outside waiting for you in case you're interested. You can test, you can deploy. You can test, deploy, listen to the conversations, pretty much everything on the same platform, and then also monitor not just the call metrics, but also your business metrics in terms of when did the collections happen, when in the cycle did they happen, and also learn about what time of the day are the customers really, sort of engaging with you, what time are they paying in, more detailed analytics that we bring to all our customers. With that, I just want to sort of, keep it short and wrap it up with maybe one last audio that we wanted to play for you. Yeah.
नमस्ते, जी से कशिश बात कर रही हूँ। क्या मेरी बात विकास तोमर जी से हो रही है?
हाँ।
जी, आपके जी का 3,941.0 रुपए का EMI पेमेंट 10 मई 2022 को ड्यू है। इसके लिए आपको अपने बैंक अकाउंट में पर्याप्त बैलेंस रखना होगा ताकि समय पर पेमेंट हो सके। क्या आप बैलेंस मेंटेन कर पाएंगे?
मैम, मुझे 2 दिन का टाइम मिल सकता है। मैं बीमार होने के कारण नहीं कर पाऊंगा।
क्षमा करें, हमने आपको दुखित घड़ी में संपर्क किया है। क्या आप मुझे दोबारा कॉल करने का समय बता सकते हैं?
आप मुझे कल कॉल कर सकते हैं?
जी कोई बात नहीं, मैं आपसे बाद में संपर्क कर लूंगी। आशा करती हूँ आपके यहाँ सब जल्द ठीक हो जाए। अपना महत्वपूर्ण समय देने के लिए धन्यवाद।
Thank you.
Request Mr. Gangadhar Kodandaram, Chief Revenue Officer, SKIT AI. And yes, we have Aman Kajaria already here, Senior Director and Head NBFC SKIT AI. Climb up the stage, sir, please. Thank you. And to felicitate them, may I request Mr. Pardasadi Ralabandi, Chief Risk Officer, Northern Arc Capital, to kindly climb up the stage. A small memento as token of gratitude and respect, and may we have a huge round of applause, please.